I'm standing here on Park Street, right by City Hall here in Huntington Beach, in front of a house that holds some incredible hidden history. Not so much about Huntington Beach, but rather Hollywood and one of the industry's most famous blonde bombshells. I'm Chris Epting. I'm an author and storyteller, and I love the history of Huntington Beach, especially the hidden history. For the past 2 seasons, we've helped uncover many little-known stories that help illuminate the past. Now, join us as we dig deeper to discover even more secrets. Welcome to Hidden Huntington Beach, Season 3.
This was a dirt road. There was nothing here.
How many houses were here?
There was our house, and my aunt lived across this block in front of us, and her house faced Pine, and that was it.
2 houses.
In fact, I have family pictures of my aunt's yard where the military was practicing for World War II, so they dug foxholes in the field across the street from here and were doing their war games.
It's 1949. You're 4 or 5 years old?
4 years old.
4 years old. Your dad buys this house.
It was moved from Hollywood to put in a section of freeway.
Up in the Whitley Heights area.
Yes,
they were
it was
freeway
moved
through.
from Whitley Heights. It was one of the houses up there, and it belonged to Jean Harlow, a movie star of the day.
Well, that's the news. That's the hidden history. The Jean Harlow, the blonde bombshell. This was her house. The legendary actress Jean Harlow was born in 1911 in Kansas City, Missouri. She was the original blonde bombshell, appreciated for both her classic beauty and striking sexuality. Sadly, Jean Harlow died at the height of her career. She was only 26 years old when she passed away in 1937, the victim of uremic poisoning. Jean Harlow was originally hired by Howard Hughes, and she would eventually star in such classic films as The Public Enemy, Platinum Blonde, and Bombshell. At the peak of her career, Jean Harlow lived in Los Angeles in an area called Whitley Heights. Her classic home captured the era of 1930s Hollywood, and our story today involves that very home.
I have pictures of Jean Harlow on the back step, and I have pictures of my mother standing on the back step when we first bought the house.
Was your dad a Jean Harlow fan, do you remember?
No, he was a big fan of my mother. She was actually prettier than Jean Harlow.
So how does he get the house down here?
You know what? They cut the house in 2 pieces, and that enabled them to have the equipment to transport it. There weren't so many overpasses and wires in that day, so it was an easier thing to do to move a house.
You were telling me also that you had a lot of animals?
Oh, yeah.
Like what?
Well, there was a eucalyptus tree on that side of the house. My dad built me a tree house, and I had 3 goats that needed to be milked, and probably about 100 rabbits.
Now, he also had, you were saying, gas tanks in the back for your cars. You could
Yes.
fill your car. You had like your own little filling station in the
Yes.
backyard.
He had a vacuum and pump truck service. He was a wildcatter. He drilled oil wells. And our pumps were in the backyard. So you just kind of pulled out of the garage, or he pulled his trucks up and filled them up, and off to work you went.
What an amazing childhood it had to be back here in Huntington
It was
Beach.
wonderful. When this was a dirt road when we moved in, and Everett D. Koff worked for the city of Huntington Beach, and he was the man that graded this so it could be a street. And he would put me on the tractor and let me ride with him to the other end of the street, and I'd run down, and he'd put me on, and kept me entertained. I don't think that would ever happen in this day and age.
Yeah. I know that you knew some of the owners after your family moved out, but there are new owners here now. What if we go knock on the door, see if they're home, see if maybe they're open to letting you re-enter the house and maybe rekindle some childhood memories? Should we do that?
Love to.
Let's go do it. I do a local TV show called Hidden Huntington Beach. This is Rhonda, who grew up in this house, probably when she was, assuming this is your daughter.
Natalie.
Hey, Natalie.
Yeah.
So maybe when she was about Natalie's age, she grew up in this house.
Yeah.
And we just wanted to take a shot and see if you were home. Natalie and I are
That's
having
fantastic.
a conversation.
No, please come in.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. No, Rhonda, I've been meaning to reach out to you too, so I've introduced you
Nice to meet you. I'm excited to meet you.
That's very exciting.
Thank you. You sure?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Is it okay with you?
Yeah,
Okay.
is that okay?
After you.
Thank you. I love that curly hair.
Rhonda, what's it like for you to be here? I mean, in front, you were telling us earlier you would tap dance on this fireplace, right?
Yes, it fills me with happy memories. And I'm so glad to see a young family in this house.
Now, you knew about the history because there's a book that got put together when the house was last sold that really details a lot of the history. I was happy to see an article I wrote in here, but more important than that, some wonderful photos and some real great backstory on where the home was originally located. Did that intrigue you when you moved in? How big a part did that play when you came into the house?
We were very excited about that, actually. I think we just feel really lucky to have found this at all and to be part of this story. We came from LA, we moved here from Santa Monica during COVID, and we looked at houses all over Huntington Beach. And to find this one, and it has such a neat story, and we're engineers, and I work in transportation. So a house that was moved because of a freeway.
Yeah,
it's kind of cool.
The dining room table belonged to my mother.
The
And
table
it was
that's
sold,
here right now?
It was, yes, and
So
that
table's been going with the house all these years?
and the sideboard there.
That's amazing. The fact that the home was brought down in two big pieces, there's still a seam that you can see with a separate.
I have a story about that seam. My dad badly needed a loan for his business, and they came out, and it was all good, and it was approved, and they were talking about the history of the house, and I proceeded to show him where it was cut in two, and he didn't get the loan.
Okay, so this image on the wall, this shows where the house originally sat in Whitley Heights, right? Tell us about it, Derek.
Yeah, no, we love this picture of the house. It's a colorized postcard of Whitley Heights. If you Google Whitley Heights, this is one of the first things you find. This is the house right here. And this is where the freeway is now. So the 101 freeway.
Rhonda, walking over here, you said you had a story about this particular corner of the house, right? Why don't you tell it to us now?
Well, we had a piano that was, a spinet piano here, and my mother couldn't find my sister. And so she called the police. Every neighbor, we had neighbors by then, everyone was out searching for her and calling for her. And I think she was hiding behind the piano. And the more she heard people panic, the more afraid she got.
Right here. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we had everybody hunting for her.
Every
So
house has stories.
Let's hear some rhythm. Then quiet again. Then boom. It's more fun on the tile, isn't it?
Really want to thank the Benedict family for welcoming us into their home today. They did not see us coming. This wasn't planned today. We just showed up, and they were very kind and very gracious in sharing the hidden history of their beautiful home. Want to thank you as well for watching the episode here today. If you want more hidden history, check out our Facebook group, which is simply Hidden Huntington Beach. We've got over 15,000 members there sharing stories and home movies and all kinds of great things. So hope you enjoy that, and we'll see you soon on another episode of Hidden Huntington Beach. Throughout Season 3, we've brought you even more deep dives into Huntington Beach history. Coming up on Season 4, we'll have even more surprises for you. We will locate some historic bells. We'll pinpoint the exact locations of the famed encyclopedia lots. We'll search for supposed underground tunnels. We'll learn all about a legendary dog, and we'll even try to determine if Henry Huntington really did visit the city named for him, because we've discovered a mysterious photo.